Oh yeah, it's time to get your streaming devices ready. Load them up and press play. It's time to Netflix and chill with Tom and Reuben.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
Dude, that was right on the fucking money.
See, it sounded like off on my
Really?
end, but that's all good.
Okay. Yeah. I think it was right dead on the money. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, nice.
You drinking anything tonight?
I am not. I'm trying to do this new fucking... Well, that's not really new for me, but I'm trying to go back to the whole intermittent fasting thing with the time-restricted shit. Yeah. I'm trying to stop eating and stop, any calorie consumption after 7 o'clock, and then I'll eat breakfast at work after 9, so I'll get 14 hours. I'm just getting... It's just... Well, since I was... I don't know if you knew I was fighting pneumonia for fucking... I still am.
Really?
Yeah, I fucking got pneumonia. Dude, fucking the night before New Year's Eve, man.
Really?
Oh my God! What, New Year's Eve was that Monday? On Sunday afternoon, I had a fever of like 101 degree or something, and I was
sounds brutal.
Dude, I was fucking it was just horrible, and
really,
yeah. And then they found out I had pneumonia, so I was basically on the couch for like 2.5, almost 3 weeks, doing nothing, and I'm still kind of fighting it. Yeah, but. I dropped like 20 pounds with the pneumonia.
Dude, I need to get some pneumonia.
Dude, fuck that. Because then as soon as I started feeling better a couple weeks ago, and I got on the scale, and I was like 20 pounds down. And then as soon as I was like, started to feel better, all I've been doing is fucking eating, man. And now I'm up like 10, 12 pounds of it back on. And it's all just, it's not like I put muscle back on. I just put all fat back on. I just am fucking gooey and shitty. So yeah, I'm trying to go back to the time thing. We'll see how it works. I don't know.
No, I hear you. Yeah, I'm drinking some Pendleton Canadian whiskey.
Oh, nice.
Goddamn. I'm hooked on this shit, dude. This stuff is delicious.
Dude, there's nothing wrong with a good whiskey, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Whiskey's...
Well, I took the boy a couple weeks back. We had an early screener to go see the Lego Movie Part 2.
Oh, okay.
So we went to Studio Movie Grill, and before we walked in, and I was like, that looks interesting. I'll try that. And it was Pendleton, and I was like... I was blown away. Like it's very like there's strong vanilla and maple syrup in it.
Oh, nice.
So I'm like, I can get down with this. It's it's relatively inexpensive bottle of whiskey too. I think it's like $27 for the bottle.
And it's a Canadian whiskey?
Yeah, it's a Canadian whiskey.
Nice.
It's delicious. From the Hood River Distillery.
Those Canadians know how to make some booze. They
yeah, right.
Some of their whiskey's actually really, really good. Yeah.
Yeah, they got their beer, eh?
Yeah. Molson. What is it? Molson Canadian. And it's horrible. It's the Budweiser. What's the Budweiser of Canada, man?
Totally. Labatt's Blue. So anyway, hey, welcome to Netflix and Chill.
That's right.
I'm Reuben.
I'm Tom. I forgot we were doing that. Oh shit.
Yeah, right. So yeah.
Shit. Sorry, I'm still coughing.
No, it's
this is gonna be a problem.
So to you guys, it really hasn't been, that long since we've sat down because I've actually started putting up episodes again, so it's really kind of good.
It's only been a couple weeks, but for us, it feels like forever.
Yeah, dude, months.
Yeah.
Like I think the last time we sat down was well before Christmas.
Yeah,
maybe
it had
before
to be.
Thanksgiving even.
It had to be before Christmas because like the week after Christmas was when I got sick, and we haven't even really talked much since I got sick. So yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah,
interesting.
Yeah, had to be. But
so.
Did you?
But yes,
we're recording this on the night of the Grammys, and I got to tell you, I know this is not Pop Goulash. I know this is the Netflix thing. I know, but did you see any of the Grammys tonight?
I have not. No, man. We went up to. We had to go to Target, and then we had dinner, and I just got the kids to bed. So no, I haven't watched all of the Grammys.
What a shit show, man! It's just horrible. What has happened to music, man? It is so bad.
Yeah. Well, dude, it is, we are finally at that point of our parents.
Is that what it is?
We're at that age now where we're our parents, and we're like, what the fuck is all this new crap coming out?
Oh, shit.
Am
I my parents now? Maybe that's what it... I don't know, man. I still like some newer music. I just can't deal with like this. I don't know. I just don't see, like, the people that were performing on the Grammys. I just couldn't find any talent. And I like some of this newer music. I'm okay with some of it. It's not like I'm my parents and I think, I just think that like Motley Crue is from the devil and, Nirvana is evil. I'm not that kind of like crazy about it. I just, when they perform live, it's just like, oh my God, you sound horrible. Like,
well, they don't have like
sing.
Well, they don't have, pitch correction and auto tune and all that shit live. So.
Yeah, I guess that's it. My wife and I, we were watching, and what is his name with the tattoos all over his face? Rapper Malone or something. Post Malone. Yeah, he was on, and he was doing some. He was doing like some acoustic guitar thing with just him and the guitar, and then he was doing like his rap thing or whatever. He's not too bad. I was pleasantly surprised by him, but everybody else sucked.
Really?
Yeah, it was horrible. But anyway, I digress. I couldn't not comment on it because I literally was just watching it less than an hour ago, so I had to.
That's
say
hilarious.
But yeah, whatever.
Yeah, no, I gave up on the Grammys like, I don't know, 10 years ago. Like, I really did. Like, I don't have time for it. I don't care. Like, nobody that I listen to gets nominated for Grammys anymore, so I don't give a shit.
Yeah. I typically avoid all those award shows just because I don't really care who wins awards. It doesn't matter to me. I just want to enjoy enjoy the movie or enjoy the music. To me, those guys winning the awards or whatever. But I do like some of the like, country music awards and the Grammys and stuff, just because it's music. I want to see the live music, but with this was just
the
brutal, man. Oof. Oh, so bad.
Just hold out because, it seems like the Country Music Awards hand out awards every quarter. There's like, it really feels that way. It's like,
does.
You got the CMA Awards, the Country Music Awards. Isn't that the CMA Awards? And then you got like the I don't know. It seems like every like 3 months there's a Country Music Awards show going on. And I'm like, really?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Do y'all need this much?
Yeah, that is a good point. Yeah. Oh, man.
Look, Jason Aldean's going to win something, and Garth Brooks will probably win something, and,
Yeah, Garth Brooks will win some Lifetime Achievement thing, and, right.
Yeah, Florida Georgia Line will perform. I don't care.
Country's boy band?
Yeah. What was it that, oh, God, I saw a meme the other day, and it kind of popped up. It was like, country music is just Western emo.
Yeah, I can see that.
Something to that effect.
Sounds about right. Yeah, it sounds about right.
Yeah.
I
was like, that's pretty funny.
It's pretty. Well, it's all the bro country now too. Everything is that bro country, man. Luke Bryan and
bro country.
Jason, that's what they call it. It's the Luke Bryan, Jason Aldean version of country, right? Every song is about the girl that he saw across the parking lot when he was sitting on the back of his pickup truck, and it's all the same stuff. And she's in short shorts or cut off jeans, or she's in jeans with holes in them, or boots or something, or she's walking barefoot. And it's all the same story. In fact, what do you call it? There's a country girl band that made fun of it called "Girl in a Country Song," where she talks about.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's
she's singing
hilarious.
about, "Can't I put a pair of pants on? My feet really hurt walking around on these rocks barefoot," or something. Yeah. Oh, it's hysterical. Yeah, yeah. She makes fun of the whole thing.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it reminds me, there's a YouTube video out there where they took all like the top 10 country and western songs for whatever year it was, or country. It's not even country and western. It's just country songs for the year. And just because Nashville just churns them out, because they're, the same writers write all the damn songs.
Right. There's like a dozen writers that write everybody's music.
Right. And what they did was they basically did a waveform file of every single song. And literally, like, the songs were exactly the same, with just different lyrics.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure. Yeah. Yeah, well, I played.
Yeah, I'll look it up on.
Yeah,
I'll look it up on YouTube and see if I can find it for you. I'll send it to you.
Oh, that'd be funny.
Damn funny.
Yeah, I'm curious to hear that because I'm sure that that's the case. But.
Right. Well, aside from all this stupid bullshit country and Western music stuff, we watched a movie.
We watched Transcendence with Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp, yeah.
2000.
And Morgan Freeman.
Johnny Depp and Morgan Freeman. This had a pretty big cast. Johnny Depp, Morgan
it was
Freeman.
2014.
Rebecca Hall was in it. Kate Mara was in it. This was a pretty big cast, at least.
Yeah, and it had what's his name? Paul Bettany. Paul Bettany was in it.
Oh yeah. Okay.
He was the blonde-haired guy. He also was the Vision.
Guy,
right? He's the Vision from the Marvel movies.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I knew he looked familiar. I just didn't think of where I saw him from. But yeah, that's right. Vision was my favorite.
Right. You're like,
character.
well, he doesn't. He doesn't have a red skin. I didn't realize who he was.
He doesn't have red skin. He doesn't have the stone in his forehead.
Right. Well, he doesn't have that stone in his forehead anymore.
No, he doesn't. Right. No.
Spoilers.
Well, that one you can spoil, and we're gonna spoil the shit out of Transcendence too, right? So if you haven't seen it, if you haven't seen it, go watch it if you have to.
Yeah.
You already know where I'm going to go on this one.
Right. So since the last time you came to the cave, because right now, actually, Tom is still at home.
We are remote.
We're recording this remotely.
Yes.
And,
I drove back
but
from
since
St.
the last
Louis
time,
about 4 hours ago, so.
Ugh.
Yeah.
It's the worst. It's a terrible drive.
What a horrible place. Sorry, any listeners in St. Louis. I still love you. Right. I just am not a fan of your city.
You're like, you're good. Everything around you sucks.
Right.
So, but I actually I ran some Ethernet cable to the basement, so I have like decent internet down here now. I got a brand new mixing board.
Nice.
Pretty sweet.
Nice. Well, and according to Transcendence, just the presence of an Ethernet cable means you're on the internet. So,
oh my god, dude! Let's get into this.
Let's get into this movie because we got to get through this. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So 2014. No, it's okay. It wasn't horrible. I will say that it wasn't horrible. It certainly wasn't. It was close. All right, 2014, Johnny Depp, Rebecca Hall.
So he got a 6.3.
6.3 on IMDb.
Yeah, had a great cast.
Had a huge cast. Yeah. So Johnny Depp plays a, I don't know, he's an Elon Musk type of character, or is he more of
like a
Steve
scientist
Jobs?
Of some type.
Yeah, he's a computer guy, big time programmer who's working in artificial intelligence, and the entire idea is behind them building the basically the singularity, right? Solving the self-awareness problem, that whole thing.
Right.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know, like the whole movie, and then like at the very beginning, like he's given like this speech, and like I think it was Rooney Mara who stepped up. Or
Kate
somebody.
Mara.
There was somebody.
Kate Mara. Or no,
or
yeah.
Mara,
right.
Yeah.
No, it was the guy who stepped up with the question, and he had the question for him.
Like, are you guys trying to create God?
Right.
Like, oh, God. Right. And right when he said that, I'm like, this movie is bullshit. So.
yeah. It was, I mean, it had, okay, there were some redeeming qualities, which we'll get to eventually, because there were a couple things that I really liked about it, which I wish they would have touched on more. But they they threw it out there as a carrot, and then they just left it alone. It drove me nuts, and I'll get into that in a minute. Because the whole movie starts with Johnny Depp. I think it's the opening scene, or it's close enough to the opening scene that it doesn't really matter. Oh no, the opening scene starts where they're, what's his name, Paul Bettany, who is. Johnny Depp and Rebecca Hall are married in this movie. They're both scientists.
Yes.
And Paul Bettany plays he plays Max. Yeah.
Yeah, Max. He's another scientist.
Another scientist who's one of their best friends, and the opening scene is him walking into this garden when they're talking about how the internet is gone or whatever, this and that. And then it kind of flashes back to Johnny Depp giving this speech, and following this, that's when he gets asked the question, "Are you trying to play God or whatever?" And then,
well, the one thing that I find interesting too, because in that beginning scene, that like he is in they're in their backyard.
Oh yeah.
Like and he's building a Faraday cage in his backyard.
Right.
And like in this, it's so. Like, that was the thing that, like, that caught my attention, like, right at the very beginning. It's like, if you're really trying to move AI forward and try to get all this stuff taken care of and, like break this barrier.
Right.
But yet, at home, you're Mark Zuckerberg with his, Post-it note over his camera on his laptop.
Yeah. Yeah.
For those of you that don't know, a Faraday cage is basically, it's if you surround something in copper, it will not allow any type of cellular, electronic signal or anything like that to go through.
Right. And they use copper meshing usually. He was using like a copper fencing kind of thing, but they use copper meshing normally to make Faraday cages. And yeah, that was one of the things that I thought was a really interesting point to make, was like just like you said, like, here's this guy who his entire career, and he and his wife are both clearly obsessed with advancing AI and with building a better network, building a better computer, building a smarter computer. Yet then they go home and they want this oasis in their backyard, and it's basically this garden that he's building for her with a Faraday cage around it, like you said. And it's like, wait. Like, at some point, we should explore this whole idea of why is this guy who is so hard up on advancing AI, why does he want to go home to and then shut everything out? Like, isn't that a point we should start talking about at some point? But they never do.
Yeah,
they never bring it up. They never talk about it. It's just like this, like nothing.
Right. It's like, oh, here's the thing, but maybe they thought that the audience was too stupid to know what they were building.
Yeah.
They never mentioned that, hey, we're going to put this, copper fencing up so that we can't get our shit out. It was just weird.
Yeah, I didn't, I didn't like that, but.
Yeah. So then, Johnny Depp gets shot, doesn't he?
He gets shot
the crazy,
after,
Jesus.
Yeah, well,
I don't want to call him a Jesus guy, but you assume he's a Jesus guy.
Yeah,
like the crazy Jesus guy that's like, hey, you're trying to create God.
Right.
He goes nuts and opens fire in the hallway after the lecture, and Johnny Depp gets shot.
Right. Yeah,
and then through a trigger of events, you find out that he's got the bullets were irradiated, so now he's got radiation poisoning.
Right. There was some chemical on the bullet that caused the radiation poisoning, which, okay, you know what? I can suspend belief on that. I'm fine. That's fine. I'll leave it alone. I'll leave alone the fact that that's probably not realistic at all. It's fine, because I could normally do that with action movies, but
right.
Yeah, and then but then it turns out that the guy who shot him is part of this quote unquote terrorist organization that is trying to save humanity by stopping the advancement of AI. Which, okay, and again, here is another point where I thought, oh, cool, let's dive into this a little bit more. And
yeah, let's find out what their motivations are. Why is it that they're so hard up against it? Nope. You're not going to get any information.
What? Yeah, what are? And we all kind of know what the fears of AI are, right? Like Skynet, Terminator type of thing. But it would have been nice at some point if they went into, this is a great opportunity to have Kate Mara, who's clearly the leader of this group. She needs to have some sort of freaking monologue somewhere that explains this. And she goes into how pissed off she is or how aggravated they all are. And then, this is one thing that really got me too about this. At one point, they actually, somebody in, it was one of the FBI agents or something, said, they want to save humanity, but they're okay with killing a human being. So there's definitely some hypocrisy there. And I'm screaming at my fucking phone going, yeah, the hypocrisy is they think they believe that saving humanity, the collective humanity, is worth more than saving a single individual. Why don't we fucking talk about that? Why don't we explore this idea of collective? Is it better? Is it better that we worry about humanity as a collective versus humans as individuals? Is killing 10 humans is killing 1,000 humans worth saving humanity? But they never fucking even talk about it. It's like it just vanishes. I'm like, such a cool idea to bring up, like that. This whole idea of the collective versus the individual, and then it's like, oh yeah, but we're never going to talk about this again.
Yeah, we're not gonna say shit about it.
We're just gonna have some stupid sci-fi movie where Johnny Depp gets stuck into a computer, and you don't even really get to see him act. You just get to hear his voice for the rest of the movie. Wonderful idea.
Yeah.
Let's take one of the greatest actors of our generation, and let's not have him act. What a fucking brilliant idea.
All right, I'm calling Tom back. Yeah, okay, that's way better. All right, yeah. So this I think I fell asleep in the first half of this movie, like twice. Like I'm just like, oh, what? Like, and then like you got Cillian Murphy in there, who's another amazing actor. Yeah. Uh-oh. Oh, motherfucker. Just do a clap. Just do a clap, and I'll figure from there. I got to count it out. All right. 3, 2, 1.
Okay. I think we lined that up again. Perfect. All right.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Yeah. This movie really, really pissed me off, man.
Yeah, me too.
I don't know, but
so he's dying in the hospital, and like they something happens, and
he agrees to help the FBI to try and find this terrorist organization, and then that's when they find out though that he's got this radiation poisoning. So they go to this warehouse. The wife rents or buys this warehouse, and they go to try and they realize they can solve they can solve the self-awareness problem by uploading, which is so fucking weird, by uploading an existing personality, basically, or an existing set of memories, right? So they're going to upload Johnny Depp into this computer. Oh my God. Yeah. And this is the point where they go through that whole thing of him getting uploaded, and him like trying to save him or whatever, or trying to help, trying to figure it all out or whatever. And then by the time that she uploads him, surprisingly, the day he's supposed to live like a month, but the day that he dies and she finishes uploading him to the computer is the very day that the terrorist people, Kate Mara and the group, happen upon the warehouse where she's doing this. Like, how convenient, right? It all happened in one day. And that's when she leaves. She uploads him, he connects to the internet and multiplies himself. And this was the part where Kate Mara and the group run into the warehouse and are trying to stop it before she uploads him. And they literally look down, and there's a pile of Ethernet cables on the floor, and she looks and she goes, "We're too late." Wait, so the very presence of Ethernet cables means that it's too late. He's uploaded to the internet. My God.
Yeah, I mean, this whole movie just takes this entire philosophy and technophobia to the next level.
Yeah. For me, there were so many missed opportunities to do something interesting, and so many places where it was just hard to ignore the complete ignorance of what they were saying. Like the thing with the Ethernet cables. It's like, oh, or how we're going to upload Johnny Depp's brain. And come on. I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm good with a sci-fi movie, but this is crazy, Yeah,
and then there's this huge jump in time. There's a 2 or 3 year jump in time. And then Johnny Depp is instead of being him, he's a picture on a screen. he's been able to manifest a photo of himself that can talk to everybody.
Yeah.
And like at that point, like Morgan Freeman comes in with Cillian Murphy to tour the facility where they're at, which is weird because it looks like one of those like radio satellite or radio telescopes type places out in the middle of the Arizona desert where it's all solar panels and I'm like, what's going on here? Why are they 50 floors below? What the fuck is going on?
Yeah, it was really strange.
Yeah, like there was just so much like this is the one movie where there would just some exposition would have been great.
Well, and I think the thing for me that really bothered me was like I said, there were so many opportunities in this movie to do something interesting. I mean, you have this movie that is AI is such a cool topic. It's such an interesting topic. Sure. And then when you start talking about and you actually start explaining a little bit of, well, if you had explained a little bit of what the self-awareness problem is, right? With AI, and then it's just there were so many places where this could have gone somewhere. And on top of that, you had, like I said, you have one of the greatest actors of our generation signed to play the main role. Yeah. And you basically tell him, no, we don't want you to act. We just want you to do voiceovers on a computer animation of your face.
Yeah. He had like the easiest job through 90% of this movie was like, all right, sit in this chair. We're just going to film you and you talk to the screen.
Yeah. And then, she builds she builds this big thing in this desert city, like you said,
bunker,
and this big bunker where they can run. Basically, he's running everything. He's running everything from the computer, and he's in the computer, or he is the computer. I couldn't even tell. I don't know what was happening, and it maybe was him, it maybe wasn't him. You don't know, and you don't even find out in the end if it was really him. It might be him. Who knows? Mm-hmm. But you were going to say something.
And then all of a sudden, like he's healing people, like what?
Yeah, well, that was weird. He starts plugging people into his network, which again,
because that dude gets the shit kicked out of him,
right?
And was he an employee at the place? How did they know this guy got the shit kicked out of him? Where were they when this happened? Why? How did they know that this guy was getting the hell kicked out of him and was on death's doorbed?
Yeah.
So then they bring him to this bunker instead of I don't know, a hospital where doctors could treat the guy. Oh no. Johnny Depp was like, hey, bring this guy to the bunker so I can like fix him and heal him. And you know what? I'm also going to possess him.
That's where it got really fucking strange.
Yeah, dude. Like, what? Because even his girlfriend or his wife was like, yeah, I can't do this. This is weird. And she was so on the border, like, of, oh my God, I'm so in love and I miss you, and to like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
But never like really picked a side.
Yeah, it was the whole, well, like you said, this whole thing with him healing people and all of this stuff, it just got so weird. Well, and then so I get that she like missed him. I understand that she like missed him, totally missed him, and I get it. But like you said, this was like 3 years or whatever it was later. This was like years later. She's still talking to this computer and like completely so enamored with him or with whatever is in this computer that she doesn't, like, she can't see reality. She can't see that this is like terrifying and this is absolutely frightening of what this thing is doing. And it's like, I'm thinking to myself, okay, when the guy was gone like 2 days, I get it. You were blinded by your love for your husband or whatever. But now it's been 3 years and you're talking to a computer. It's like at some point, I think you gotta kind of at least scratch your head. At least start scratching your head and go, wait a minute. Maybe you actually altering the DNA of people, like to possess them in part of your network, is a little fucked up. Like, like this might not be, and the whole, I get, okay, and going back to the very beginning, right? Are you trying to play God or whatever? I get it. Oh, there's some foreshadowing. Ooh, because eventually that's exactly what he starts doing with healing people and shit like that. And it's like, well, and the way he healed them too was like really weird because it's like these metal shavings come up from the ground and stuff like to show that he's a human network and all this.
Like, you know what? This totally became Lucy.
Yes, it did. Yes,
without the awesomeness of Scarlett Johansson running around and kicking everyone's ass.
You are absolutely correct. Yes, that is what this was. This was a movie that had tons of potential to do something really, really cool and turn to shit. Yes.
Yeah, like there was no action. There was nothing that moved the story forward. It was just like, oh, I want to be a real boy. It was like Lucy... It's like Lucy meets Pinocchio. You know, like, what's the deal?
Yeah.
Like, seriously, like, he just kept trying to, like, possess all these people. He's like, hey, can I touch your magic clitoris button now? And she's like, no, get away from me. This is weird. I can't handle this. And then he, like, he's like, oh, I'm going to be another guy now. And, hey, I don't look like Johnny Depp, which, you know, because that's who you want.
Yeah.
No, I'm going to be just this other dude. And, but I'm going to talk in my own voice through this guy, which is physically fucking possible.
Yeah, but you're not supposed to even think about that, Reuben. It's
all...
No, I know.
No.
I know.
No.
I know.
Sorry. No. I do not. No. That's what makes me angry about this movie. It's like you said, there are things that I can suspend my disbelief on, but you cannot make your voice come out of somebody else's mouth. There's no way.
Yeah.
Physiologically, it's impossible.
I'm
impossible.
Yeah. I'm with you. I'm okay. Like there's a lot of times in movies where, look, I'm okay with like, hey, this gun never runs out of bullets, right? This guy must have fired, 60 rounds out of this handgun, out of this revolver, and he's still shooting zombies, right? It's like, but like I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that kind of stuff. I'm okay with the, like, oh wait, so this car transforms into a robot, and it's like, oh, okay, I'm right, okay with suspending belief for things as long. And I think I've said this before. I think we talked about this before on Pop Goulash. As long as it's part of the universe that you've created for me in this film, right?
Sure.
You've created this universe, you've created this reality for me in this film where cars transform into robots, where
Tom?
Dead people crawl out of things, right? Yeah. What?
I think I lost Tom.
Did you lose me? I'm here. Hello? This is the trouble with recording remote. I'm going to leave a recording. I'm going to call you back.
Dude, your phone service sucks.
Well, you know what? The problem is I'm in my basement, and my basement
is
like a fucking Faraday cage. Speaking of Faraday cages.
Yeah, right.
But, okay. I'll have to mark the times where we fucked this up, and then you can send it to me or I can send it to you, and we can piece things together. I'm okay with that either way. But, so like I said, I'm okay as long as it's within that universe that you created. The problem is when it gets out, when you start fucking shit up that is crucial to your point, that is crucial to your story, or that is within your own universe, right? Like, crucial to this story was how computer networks work. Crucial to
Right.
this story was how AI works. And you just fucked that up over and over and over and over again. Crucial to this
Yep.
story was how DNA works. And you fucked
Yeah.
that up too, right? Like you said with the whole voice thing. You've completely fucked it up. So it's like, I
Right.
can't, it's hard for me to then take you seriously if this is, and if that's the case, if you're going to do that, if you're going to fuck that kind of shit up and you're going to like screw up part of like your own story, then you better start blowing shit up and you better start killing people because you got to start entertaining me somehow. And this didn't do that either. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, dude, you know what's funny? I'm looking through IMDb right now and some of the factual errors. It says here, in the beginning of the movie, Will Casper, who is Johnny Depp, is putting up a copper netting to create a zone where there's no wireless signals. This is called a Faraday cage and would not work as depicted. It needs to be a because it was just over their head.
It was just over the head. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I thought about that too. I didn't think about that just now, but I thought about that when he was doing it. It's like, well, you got to kind of you got to encompass the whole thing. Yeah. Yeah, this was shitty.
Like, like this is definitely one of those movies where like you could totally, like, shut off disbelief, but like, some of this, ugh.
Yeah, well, and this was, and here's the other thing. Something else that bugged me about this was at the very beginning, the whole scene where the internet is out, right? There's no computer network anymore, and it's clear that civilization, it appears to have taken a step backwards, right? The guy actually, like when he opens his door, he holds the door open with a keyboard, right? He wedges a keyboard into the door to hold the door of his store open or something, because you're supposed to get the idea that keyboards are no longer useful or whatever, right?
Oh, yeah. Because at the very end of the movie, they totally there's they create an EMP that takes out the entire world. Right.
That's how they kill him. That's how they finally get rid of him. Is they have to take out an EMP. They have to do an EMP. They have to. Yeah. I'm stumbling over my words, but right. That takes out the whole internet. So yeah, you get the idea that this is, and then the guy uses the keyboard, and you're supposed to get the idea that keyboards are useless. I guess when you hit the entire globe with an EMP that takes down the entire internet, I guess we also then lose all of the intelligence that went into creating the internet the first time.
Right.
That's all gone now, and we can never do it again, I guess. I don't know. But
yeah, it's just
There's
just way. Oh yes.
No, what I was going to say was I also was hoping that we would get this whole again post-apocalyptic stuff. I love that stuff. When we saw the first 5 minutes of the movie, here's this post-apocalyptic sort of thing, world without the internet. Everybody's kind of, things are definitely different. Okay, give me some of that at least. Give me some of that as part of the story. But no, you don't get that. You only get 5 minutes of that because we have to set up the story about how we're going to put Johnny Depp into a computer.
Yeah. So because I remember when this movie came out and the trailer came out and I was like, oh, that looks rather interesting. Yeah. I would dig to see this. And then I am so sorry I put us through that.
It's all right. It is what it is, man. It is what it is.
Yeah.
We hey, I put you through what was the one with the wolf mask? Creep. So that's okay. All right. I think I know, but what are you giving this one?
Fuck this movie, dude.
Yeah.
Fuck it right in the eye.
Yeah, fuck this movie right in the ear hole.
Seriously, dude, this movie was terrible. The acting wasn't great. There were a couple things that were interesting, but then at the same time, the CGI was bad. Ooh, look, there's metal bits coming out of the ground. Why is there metal coming out of the ground? There's no reason for metal to be coming out of the ground.
Yeah, you actually bring up a good point too. The acting in this movie was horrid.
Yeah.
And which is weird because they had some really Kate Mara in the first season of what the fuck is the Kevin Spacey movie or the Kevin Spacey TV show?
She was
Politics.
in House of Cards.
House of Cards. Kate Mara in the first season of House of Cards was phenomenal. She's so good. When she was in, and I think she was the one in the first season of the Spike horror movie too. The horror series. God, my brain is not working.
What?
The one with
for
the witches, and then it's like every season is a different season. Every season is something different.
Yeah. No.
Well,
I don't know if she was in that.
I think she was in
American
that.
Horror Story.
American Horror Story. I think she was in that too. But anyway, I've seen her in other things, and she's been fantastic. And in this, she was horrible.
Right.
She was just horrid.
Yeah.
Oh, but anyway.
Not great.
All right, so
Not
you're
great.
giving it a fuck this movie? Yeah, I'm giving it a fuck
this movie right in the ass.
This might be one of the worst ones we've watched. This was really bad.
Yeah, it was pretty damn bad.
Yeah.
Like I was shocked how bad it was, and like you said, she was in 24, dude.
Oh, that was it. That was what I was thinking of. Okay. No, it was some other. There was a different. It was a different redhead in. God, what is it? You just said American Horror Story. It was a different redhead.
American Horror Story. Yeah, totally.
Yeah, in the one with the haunted house at the first season.
That was the best season of the whole. Like that was.
I think so too. I'm with you on that. Yeah. Go watch that.
I've liked all of those.
You want to watch something cool? Go watch the first season of American Horror Story. Don't watch Transcendence.
No, seriously, don't watch this movie at all. Like April 18th of 2014 is the day that will live in infamy. Yeah, this movie was terrible. So,
oh man.
All right. Anyway, so for 2 weeks from today, be on the lookout for our next episode, and we will be watching Moon.
Yes.
Which is a
speaking of Kevin Spacey.
Yeah, Kevin Spacey was in that? I didn't even notice he was in it. Kevin Spacey
and Sam Rockwell.
Sam Rockwell, it's great. It's so that'll be the next one we watch. So yeah, go ahead and queue up your shit, watch that one in the meantime, and we'll catch you on the flip side. So for Netflix and Chill this week, I'm Reuben.
I'm Tom.
Leave Brittany alone.
It's Brittany, bitch. You fucked it up again.
I always fuck it up.
It's Brittany, bitch.
It's Brittany, bitch.